Hey everybody, James Osborne here with Invest Asset Management. We are a financial advisory practice that provides financial planning, investment management, and alternative investments for individuals, families, small businesses, nonprofits. But what we like to do is we like to align your finances and your investments with your environmental and social ethics. We call that sustainable investing. We are a certified B Corp. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, I don't know if you've seen, but the Senate finally came up with a proposal for another round of stimulus. So I wanted to get this out there as soon as I could. So there's really, I'd say, 4 things in that stimulus bill that we should really highlight, at least at this point. So the first thing that we're going to discuss is unemployment benefits. You may recall from the CARES Act that those that became unemployed received state benefits. But in addition to those state benefits, the federal government provided another $600 per week on top of those unemployment benefits. So what the Senate has recently proposed is that they actually reduce that from $600 to $200. So what's another major change to the unemployment benefits? Well, you may recall that the unemployment benefit of $600 per week is going to end very shortly, July 31st. So what the Senate has proposed is to extend that through September. So what else is going on? Well, there's the stimulus checks. For certain individuals and families, you did receive or you may have received some sort of stimulus check from the IRS. Well, the Senate has proposed doing something substantially similar to what it was before. And take a look at this graph and we'll kind of walk through this together. So you can see this graph. The way it worked before was based on income. How much did you make? And whether you were single, head of household, or married. So if you're single, the proposal is still the same as the CARES Act. Like I said, substantially similar to the CARES Act. If you're single, another $1,200 is proposed. And then based off of your income, at $75,000 in income, you start having these step downs. Every $100 over $75,000, you reduce your stimulus refund by $5. So you can see like there's this downward sloping line here if you're single. So what about a head of household? So essentially means that you're single and you have a kid. Well, you need a little bit more income before you start phasing out, and then it declines. Head of household, 2 kids, you can see that it keeps going up. Married, it goes up. Married, 1 kid. Married, 2 kids. It keeps going up and up and up. But what I want to point out is that the amount of money that you receive from the government is a set amount. But as it goes up, it starts declining based off of your adjusted gross income. But as you can see, the more children you have, the more dependents you have, it takes longer for it to finally phase out. So you start up high and then it declines, but it takes longer for it to phase out the more children or dependents that you have. And dependence is a defined term. So that's what's going on with the refund checks. Obviously, we don't know if this bill is going to pass. We don't know what the House is going to say. We don't know what the president's going to say. And one of the things we also don't know is if anything passes and there is a stimulus check, is when is it going to come? We just don't know. So when it comes to businesses, there were 2 things that the Senate has proposed. One is the Payroll Protection Program, and the other is the Employee Retention Credit. So you may recall PPP, Payroll Protection Program, is a loan program administered by the Small Business Administration. And these came with very favorable terms. So what's proposed is to extend that and then possibly letting businesses that had received a PPP loan to get another PPP loan. Another thing that businesses have the option of potentially getting is the Employee Retention Credit. And that was increased. Before it was based off of $10,000 worth of wages. Now it's supposed to be based off of $30,000 worth of wages. So I'm going to continue to monitor what's going on with the stimulus. Like I said before, the House and the Senate still need to hash things out, and then the president still has to sign it. But we're going to keep monitoring that to see what's going on. Last thing I want to add, I am going to provide more financial and sustainable investing advice, so stay tuned. Thanks.